Hello, today is Thursday, April 13th, 2017. I would like to talk about the God commandments, thou shalt not kill, how we can apply this principle in our private and public life. It's a very difficult one because it requires balance. Last week, head of the state of Syria, Mr. Assad, dropped weapons of mass destruction on his own people and killing them. The US President, Mr. Donald Trump, responded by launching rockets on the Syrian military air bases. Prime Minister of Canada agreed for what he did. He says, yeah, that's a great idea to do. There are questions that comes to my mind, that who's benefiting from these wars, particularly in case of Assad. Why is he dropping bombs on his people? In case of the US, who's making economic benefit from it? The point is not that we could engage one another from aspect of military. I just give one example. Too negative does not make it positive. For example, someone committing a crime. Okay, what's the point? Slapping, hanging, putting the person in prison, it doesn't improve anything. Scientifically, it is proven when people are committing crime, they are suffering from psychological disorder. So they require medical treatment. By providing those medical treatment, people will be improved and they become contributor to the society rather than taking from society. Even putting people in a prison doesn't solve anything. It just vengeance and anger is coming into the picture. So, in case of Canada, we already figured out the US has economic advantage, that's what it is. In case of Canada, we know the Right Honorable Justin Trudeau is a feminist, and that's all that matters. That's all it is. But now, putting it into political science context, political science is a science. And I know some people will say, oh, it's very difficult. They will come up with all kinds of excuses. But from a scientific aspect, St. Augustine in his book City of God says that we are allowed to use force for a purpose of self-preservation. Now, how much force can be applied? As Machiavelli says, one strike, just to stop it. But now, what we have here, people who are exchanging bombs with one another, they're dragging the Middle East in the dark ages, and these wars will not end. And the way he could be stopped, Assad, by encouraging other nations to the peaceful means. It's very abstract, I'm saying it, but I'm saying it. The means are not there to build a relationship between Iran, Russia, and Syria. We need to end all these conflicts, killing one another. We need to build peaceful means in our nations. And in my opinion, I'm not going to vote because I see leaders are building up war momentums, and they are obsessed with just have one idea. You just have one idea and there is nothing else. They're empty and they don't have really ingredients to lead nations. So people themselves need to come up with a new political science, how to govern domestic and foreign affairs. Cheers.